Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar,
There are people in the world who are interested to know about the different kinds of religions. And once they attain to a kind of maturity of thinking, intellectuality and analyzing power, they can just make out, they think one day, they sit and think, let me think and guess what I'm doing is right or not. The man who thinks like that thinks that what he's following, the religion is from his ancestors. His ancestors were that religion and they were following that, so they make the child, the baby from that itself, and they put him into the environment of that religion and he is set into that. But he doesn't accept that right from the babyhood, right from the childhood. When he is the baby, he doesn't know anything, whatever they do and everything like that. But there is a time when a man can think, the baby becomes a boy and the boy has got a maturity to think, and then he can think, is this right what I am following? It's quite possible that the parents have been following the same thing. He has to continue the old routine of the process of work in the religion. So what? Think? There is only one thing. Religion. Someone told me, a very intelligent person, he said that God gave us life and man made the religion, not God. God did not make the religion. But actually it's not a question of religion. When God is the master of the whole universe, He is your master and you are His slave. So His commands have been the same from the very beginning, from the time of Adam, the creation, the first man in the world, the first person in the universe, the first person to exist, Adam, peace be upon him. What? When he was made, and then he said, La ilaha, there is no other God except Allah. That's there. He said Allah, and when he came out and he didn't carry on the work, the promise not to go to the forbidden plant, fruit, what he ate. So he had to suffer, he had to take the punishment. He came into the world. What happens then? Then Jibreel alayhi salam came and helped him what to do, how to do, what not to do. Everything, all actions were given. And everything was there, everything was fine and excellent, and his children were also given the same thing. La ilaha illallah. Habil and Qabil, Abel and Kabil, they did something wrong because one is completely ousted, went away astray because of his will. Greed for the woman, greed. He thinks that he has to have that one, Kabil. What happened to that? Qabil. He killed Habil. And then, but still, one evil existed, one sin existed, but La ilaha illallah continued with Shiv, Nuh alayhi salam, and all these prophets that they came from the creation of the universe from Adam alayhi salam till now to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All the prophets who came said, La ilaha illallah, only one Allah, only one Allah, only one Allah. So which is the book that gives that? Look into that one. The only book that says La ilaha illallah is the religion. The real one, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. If there is a book which contains that Allah has children, Allah has got wife, Allah has got this and that and everything, Allah has got a family, Allah has got so many hundreds and thousands, and Allah came to the world, and Allah suffered, and Allah did this, Allah was like a man, He was eating, Allah was like a human being, Allah. Why should He need to do all that drama to come on the earth, to be like a man and suffer like that one? Kun fayakun. He can do like that if he wants to destroy. That's all. what happens? The whole thing will be destroyed. Only وَيَبْخَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Only His face. Only He will exist. كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ. He can destroy. He can do everything with one word. Kun. Destroy. It's all gone. Will He do that? Yes. Why? It is His will, His power, He is the master. So, which book is going to teach you everything that not to pray, not to teach other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? See, and what Adam alayhi salam, the first great grandfather of ours said, La ilaha illallah. Oh well, Moses also did like that. Yes, Moses also said. That's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and even in Quran it is said that there are 4 books. Zabur, Tawrat, Injil, Quran. 4 books for religions, and all of these books speak of only one Allah. Okay, then they are all fine. Judaism is fine because they teach from Moses and Isa. But what about their followers, the books? That books were written. These are not the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What happened? Change. According to the convenience of the people. Who wrote that? People. Jibreel salam did not bring the whole book and gave to the people, gave to Musa salam, gave to Isa salam, Jesus. No. Someone sat with a lamp and then with a candle and then he wrote continuously. It was a very good question. Someone asked me, look, your Quran has no consistency, connections, continuity in the paragraphs. One thing in one ayah, it is something sudden. Suddenly the second ayah speaks about Firaun, third ayah speaks about humanity, fourth ayah speaks about God. What is this? Then I said that, look here, if Quran were to be written by the other books with a candle in front and write continuously one paragraph, one page, one chapter by chapter, there is, because it is written by man and he thought about it. But what is Quran? One ayah, Jibreel salam comes and says, then what he said, and Prophet was sitting and the people were asking, how is God? Explain to me, where are they? What is He? Or like that, explain to me the whole thing. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just wanted to give the answer to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The people were asking, they were sitting. Then he said, Qul huwallahu ahad. O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say, Qul, say, that Allah is one. Say, Allah is one. Allahu Samad. He doesn't need anything. Lam Yalid. Neither was He born, not He gave birth. Lam Yalid walam yulad walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. There is no one like Him. That means to say you can't associate anyone, even a thing, even someone that you see. You can't associate. Only one. Ahad. That's all. And then he said, what about the consistency of writing? No. Whenever Jibreel salam came and said, he said that. Suddenly the next ayah is on some other occasion and said, Iza jaa nasru. So there is another occasion. So whatever the situation came, and it is written separate each ayah, sometimes some 2 or 3 ayah together, they go in consistency in the connection of the context of the books with this one. But they are not like book, everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote, everything paragraph by paragraph, beginning, middle and ending, and with effective giving. It's not like that. Whatever the situation came, and Jibreel salam said, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this wahi, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam recited that song. One occasion and one something, one occasion there is another thing, one about the war going to, one occasion about how to fast and everything, one how to pray, and one and what the duties of the human beings. Separate, whatever that came. So, Quran is the combination of all these ayah, and ayahs are all wahi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on different occasions. So, this is not like a chapter. Well, There is only one chapter you can find. It's all one, the whole thing. It's Yusuf, Surah Al-Yusuf, the story of Yusuf alayhi salam from the very beginning, when Yusuf alayhi salam tells his father, Yaqub alayhi salam, that, right on, what about Ahda Ashar Kawakib, the 11 planets came, the dream. So the story starts and starts and starts. Yes, there is continuity, you won't see. But this is Quran, the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you think that Quran has got only something to do with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no, it is everything to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is sent. That's the reason why we, in the Quran, there is a chapter called Surah Al-Maryam. We don't have that in the Bible also. No separate chapter. No is there, this is there, that is there, and all sort of things. But on such an occasion, such a thing, the mother of Jesus, mother of Isa alayhi salam, where is a separate chapter? Quran has got it. Quran gave a separate chapter in the honor of Maryam, Mary, peace be upon her. Quran is giving that. Quran is giving more respect than any other religion for Jesus, for Moses, for Maryam alayhi salam. More than Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, more than Isa alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the references and names of Musa, Ya Musa, 40 times and more. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam only 4 times. I only just 12. If Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was to write and he was the one who wrote, he would have written down a separate chapter, 10 chapters, 15 chapters, the whole thing. Chapter 1 Muhammad, chapter 2 Muhammad, chapter 3 Muhammad, chapter 4 the greatness of chapter 5. No. Only for, that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows everything. So it is up to you, gentlemen. Think, use your head and see which one is the best. The book which is written by persons in the chapter by chapter with the perfect writing, or the one which Jibreel salam brought wahi, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Think of that. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you and give you the guidance, the right path. Jazakallah. Salam.